We have a big breaking news coming in. An incident of mass shooting has been reported in Chicago, and this is actually a suburb of Chicago, of the Highland Park. United States of America witnessing another shooting incident just days after, remember, another one that was reported. Shots were fired about 10 minutes after the July 4th parade. Remember, right now the United States of America celebrating the 4th of July, and the parade had just kicked off. An active shooter has been spotted in the Highland Park, according to the US media. We'll try and get the latest, but this was the Highland Park, north of Chicago basically. And the July 4th parade had just started. And that is where these are some of the latest visuals that we are coming in. Complete commotion and chaos. People shouting, running for cover. Everyone suddenly caught off guard and by shock that just a parade for July 4th that was being celebrated in the United States of America in Chicago at a suburb. Suddenly, mass shooting was reported. We'll try and get further details coming in right now, but these are the latest visuals that are coming in on the story, that several people have reportedly received injuries as well. Just to give you a background, 4th of July marked as Independence Day for America, and right now there were these parades that are taken out across the country, and this was in north of Chicago at a Highland Park, which suddenly had to be halted for about just 10 minutes after it had started. People initially did not realize what was happening, and as some of the mobile footage that people were recording of the parade can suddenly see where the spectators and the participants run for cover, shouting, screaming, suddenly caught off guard of what had happened. This is a developing story, and now I can confirm to you the tragic news that while about over 50 participants and spectators were shot at, which means many have received injuries, we are getting reports of fatalities as well, that the injuries have resulted in death at the Highland Park parade as well. Terrible, terrible incident coming in for the United States of America, which in the past, remember, at schools, in parks, in outdoors, have witnessed mass shooting incidents. Very recently was at a school where young children, toddlers, were shot at. And here as well, now we are being told that the 4th of July Independence Parade that is celebrated in the United States of America, multiple people have been wounded, but there have been, sadly, fatalities also. We'll try and get you some clarity coming in from the location here. But this is a Chicago suburb, and authorities have said they are already on the job. As you can see, visuals coming in. The security personnel running to the parade and trying to get as many people to safety as they possibly can. The area has for now been cordoned off, and the security forces are on the job. But what a terrible incident coming in for America, because this is just one after another, and all of this is amid a debate on gun control for the United States of America, that many while have demanded that there needs to be at least some restraint with the access of guns, which is otherwise very easily available for the Americans. And this one after another has been happening in the past few months, in fact. But it appears that the government has been walking very slowly when it comes to restraint or availability of weapons to the civilians. And this time, sad visuals coming in on your screen, that what was just an otherwise a normal parade of 4th of July of Independence Day marked in the country has turned into, again, mass shooting. But what is perhaps specifically more dangerous here, what we are picking up from the ground, is that unlike in other incidents, this time there is still an active shooter around, which means right now there's an alert that has been sent out in the Chicago area, that near the Highland Park, that there is possibly the active shooter is still around. And that perhaps is going to be a security concern, not just, of course, for the officers deployed, but for the residents of the area as well. But this, as of now, is the latest information that we are bringing to you, coming in from Chicago's Highland Park. The parade had already started, remember, which means there must have been a heavy crowd presence of not only children, adults, but other school students as well. And the latest visuals that we could see coming in from the situation where we saw a woman recording from her mobile phone, suddenly jumps off and realizes something has happened, while people coming toward her start to scream about what has happened, and then of course the phone falls. We'll try and get those visuals as well. But sadly there have been fatalities from the latest reports that has come for now. Now, according to United States of America time, the parade started at about 10 a.m. suddenly was halted just barely 10 minutes after it had started, because shots were fired, and several witnesses have now told the deployed security personnel that they did hear gunfire. So as of now, everyone has been asked to disperse from the location. And what we are being told, I can give you a statement that has come from the governor. Governor J.B. Pritzker has put out a statement on social media. I quote him here. My staff and I are closely monitoring the situation in Highland Park. State police are on the scene. We have made all state resources available to the community. We will continue working with local officials to help those affected. Just imagine a celebration of an Independence Day, of 4th of July, starts at 10 a.m. in an absolutely residential, peaceful area, and suddenly turns into chaos. Horrific visuals there coming in of terrified children, parents, running for cover 10 minutes after the parade had started at 10 a.m. suddenly had to be halted. And we are being told that many witnesses have confirmed to the deployed security personnel that they did hear gunfire. We're also hearing of casualties here, but we will give you further confirmation on that as and when further information comes, and all of that from confirmed, verified sources. As of now, information coming in that at least 5 people have died due to the firing that has happened. At least more than 50 people were shot. Take a look at this visual. People running while the spectators don't realize what has happened initially, and then once the participants and attendees start to shout that there has been a gunfire, they run for cover, which includes adults, children, likely even babies. As we can see, some baby strollers there at the location. So, a happy occasion to mark the Independence Day of the United States of America suddenly turns into a mass shooting. But the more scary part here is that, according to the security, there is an active shooter still around in the area.